In the modern theater of global football, we tune in to witness competitive equity. We expect a grand final to function as this perfectly balanced, hyper-calibrated tug-of-war between two equal empires, where victory is decided by a razor-thin technical margin or just a singular moment of individual brilliance. But sometimes, the soccer gods do away with scripts entirely, delivering a display of structural dominance so vast, so clinical, and so utter that it permanently rewrites the history books. Welcome to This Explainer. Last night, under the blinding lights of the New York-New Jersey Stadium, the football world witnessed the brutal, systematic dismantling of an empire. Spain versus Argentina. It was billed as the ultimate clash of eras, the definitive coronation of Lionel Messi's legendary international farewell against the rising golden generation of Europe. Instead, it became an absolute siege.
Spain didn't just capture their second world championship, they executed a literal statistical massacre. They outshot the reigning title holders by an unbelievable margin of 20-0 when it came to shots on target. The overall shot count was 20-2. From heart-stopping tactical strangulations to historic goalkeeper records and catastrophic red card collapses, the modern Argentina era has met its definitive extra-time end. This is the inside story of the night Spain broke the champion.
Act 1. Tactical strangulation.
To truly comprehend the sheer, terrifying scale of Spain's footballing machine, we have to look directly at the telemetry data left across the turf. Spain's manager Luis de la Fuente constructed a tactical strangulation network that completely starved Argentina of spatial oxygen. From the opening whistle, Spain established an immediate territorial monopoly, holding 65% possession to Argentina's 35%. They cycled the ball through a high-control mid-block that rendered Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez completely isolated up top. The engine behind that possession was just relentless. We're talking 852 passes completed by Spain compared to Argentina's 463. Spain entered the final third 88 times, Argentina a mere 38. Every single passing lane was systematically anticipated by Spain's midfield maestro, Rodri. He quite frankly ran an administrative clinic in the central corridor, dictating the entire tempo of the match and forcing Argentina into a deep, desperate retreat. So, Argentina was forced into this ultra-pragmatic, low-block defensive shape purely to survive. They were relying completely on their historical identity as ultimate mentality monsters to absorb an unrelenting wave of Spanish cross-field artillery. Spain racked up 20 total shots, 12 shots on target, 9 corner kicks, and a staggering 31 touches inside the Argentine penalty area. By halftime, Argentina hadn't registered a single shot. They were absolutely drowning.
Act 2. The unkillable wall.
And yet, the only reason this match didn't conclude inside the 90 minutes of regulation play was because of a literal, physics-defying miracle inside the Argentine goal. Emiliano Dibu Martínez put together a performance that will be studied by goalkeeper academies for the next 50 years. Facing a relentless firing squad of Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, and Dani Olmo, Martinez transformed into an unkillable wall of solid granite. By the end of regulation, he'd racked up an astonishing 11 saves. Let me repeat that. 11 saves. That is the most ever recorded by a single goalkeeper in the history of a Men's World Cup final. He parried flat crosses, deflected upper corner rocket volleys, and just smothered close-range breakaway opportunities. He earned a staggering 9.6 rating from SofaScore, single-handedly dragging 10 exhausted teammates on his back and turning his penalty box into an impenetrable fortress. It was a heroic yet deeply tragic stand. You can really see the tension of this matchup in the expected goals metric. Spain amassed an expected goals tally of 1.94 compared to Argentina's dismal 0.20. Spain was knocking, banging, practically trying to kick the door down, but Martinez held firm. But here's the thing. As incredible as Martinez was, no dam can hold back an ocean forever when the structural foundations of a team begin to crack under immense prolonged pressure. Act 3. The catastrophic tipping point.
That catastrophic tipping point arrived just as the referee prepared to signal the start of extra time. In the 92nd minute, Martinez made arguably his biggest save of the night, blocking a Lamine Yamal free kick to keep Argentina alive. But the extreme physical fatigue of chasing Spanish ghosts for an hour and a half finally manifested in a moment of pure, unadulterated discipline failure. In the 93rd minute, Argentine midfielder Enzo Fernandez, already carrying an early yellow card for dissent, flew into a hyper-aggressive, desperate challenge on Spain's teenage defender Pau Cubarsí.
The referee immediately produced a second yellow card, followed by the red. It was the absolute culmination of a deeply frustrating night.
Look at the disciplinary numbers. While both teams committed over 20 fouls, Spain didn't receive a single card. Argentina, who had been constantly firefighting, picked up 6 yellows and that devastating red. The foundation broke from within. Argentina was down to 10 men, facing another 30 minutes of extra time against a flawless, merciless Spanish machine.
Act 4. The final blow.
Spain camped high in the Argentine half, pinning that fractured green wall all the way back. Wave after wave came crashing in, and finally, in the 106th minute, the levee broke. Nico Williams squares this brilliant, low pass right across the box. Ferran Torres arrives perfectly at the far post, meets the ball, and just buries a first-time shot into the roof of the net. Even the superhuman Emiliano Martinez had absolutely no answer for it. Spain's total control had finally paid off, breaking the champion and securing the 2026 World Cup.
But you know what's truly mind-bending about this victory? It goes way beyond just this single match. It's encapsulated in one simple number: 1. Throughout the entire tournament, across 7 highly competitive matches, Spain conceded exactly 1 goal. Just 1! To put that into historical perspective, before this tournament, the absolute best defensive record for a World Cup winning team was 2 goals conceded, a record shared by France in '98, Italy in 2006, and Spain's own legendary 2010 squad. This 2026 Spanish team permanently rewrites the history books. They are statistically the most immovable, impenetrable champions the sport has ever seen. Their defensive masterclass against Argentina wasn't a fluke, it was the ultimate expression of a flawless tactical system. So, it really leaves us with one massive question. Is this the dawn of an unbreakable new Spanish dynasty? With a core of incredibly young, technically gifted players like Lamine Yamal and Pau Cubarsí playing alongside established masters like Rodri, Spain hasn't just climbed back to the mountaintop, they've built a fortress upon it. They dismantled the reigning champions, not with luck, but with cold, calculated, historical dominance. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time as we continue to unpack the most fascinating stories in the world of sports.